Hello folks, while much of Lakshadweep's early history remains shrouded in legend and mystery, archaeological evidence and historical interpretations offer us intriguing glimpses into its ancient past. Here are some key aspects of the island's earliest chapters. 1. Prehistorical settlements. Evidence suggests human presence on the islands as early as the 3rd century BCE, based on excavated pottery and tools. These findings point towards possible connections with the Chola dynasty and later the Kulashekhara dynasty of Kerala. Some scholars even speculate about even earlier settlements linked to ancient maritime trade routes in the Indian Ocean. However, definitive proof for this remains elusive. 2. Legends and folklore. Lakshadweep's oral traditions tell captivating stories of its earliest inhabitants. One prominent legend attributes the first settlements to Cheraman Perumal, the last king of Kerala. It speaks of his conversion to Islam and his escape to these islands, ultimately leading to the establishment of a kingdom. Other legends mention Hindu communities existing on the islands before the arrival of Islam, highlighting the potential diverse cultural influences in Lakshadweep's early history. 3. Archaeological discoveries. Excavations on some islands have unearthed remnants of ancient structures, burial chambers, and artifacts. These include tools and beads made from materials like bone, shell, and semi-precious stones, offering clues about the islanders' livelihood and trade connections. Recent discoveries of Buddhist inscriptions also suggest potential links to the spread of Buddhism in the region during the 6th century BCE. 4. Challenges and mysteries. Limited archaeological research and the geographical isolation of the islands pose challenges in reconstructing a complete picture of Lakshadweep's ancient history. Much remains unraveled, leaving room for further exploration and interpretation. The exact nature of the early societies, their social structures, and their interactions with the mainland remain intriguing questions yet to be fully answered. Lakshadweep's medieval period, roughly from 7th to 15th centuries, was a time of transformation and vibrant interaction, marked by the arrival of Islam, the rise of independent kingdoms, and encounters with powerful colonial forces. Here's a deeper dive into this fascinating chapter. 1. Arrival of Islam and cultural transformation. From the 7th century CE onwards, Arab traders and Muslim missionaries brought Islam to the islands. This led to a gradual conversion of the islanders and the integration of Islamic practices into their existing cultural framework. Lakshadweep's distinctive cultural identity, a beautiful blend of Arabic and Keralan influences, blossomed during this period. The islands became known for their mosques, Arabic calligraphy, and unique Islamic traditions. 2. Rise of independent kingdoms. By the 12th century, independent kingdoms like Laccadive and Minicoy emerged on some islands. These kingdoms enjoyed strong maritime connections with the Malabar Coast and thrived on trade and fishing. The Laccadive kingdom, in particular, was known for its powerful navy and for resisting incursions from external powers. This era showcased the entrepreneurial spirit and political autonomy of the island communities. 3. Links with the Malabar Coast. Despite their independent status, the islands maintained close cultural and political ties with the Malabar Coast. They shared trade networks, artistic influences, and even participated in some regional conflicts. This connection ensured a constant flow of ideas, traditions, and goods, further enriching Lakshadweep's cultural tapestry. 4. Colonial entanglements. The arrival of the Portuguese in 1498 marks the beginning of the colonial era in Lakshadweep. The Portuguese attempted to control the island's trade routes and built forts to establish their presence. However, the islanders fiercely resisted Portuguese domination, leading to clashes and conflicts. This era highlights the islanders' resilience and their determination to protect their sovereignty. 5. End of an era. Although the Portuguese held some influence for over a century, their control over Lakshadweep eventually waned. By the 18th century, the islands fell under the sway of the British East India Company, marking a shift in colonial power dynamics. Lakshadweep's modern history, spanning roughly from the 18th century to the present day, is a story of navigating colonial legacies, forging a new identity, and grappling with contemporary challenges. Here's a closer look at this dynamic chapter. 1. Colonial transitions. After the British East India Company gained control in the 18th century, Lakshadweep became part of British India. The island's administration underwent several changes, eventually being incorporated into the Madras Presidency. This era saw the introduction of colonial administrative systems and laws, impacting the islanders' traditional governance structures. However, cultural identity and local customs remained strong. 2. Independence and Union Territory status. Upon India's independence in 1947, Lakshadweep became part of the Madras state. In 1956, it gained autonomy and was recognized as a separate union territory, marking a significant step towards self-governance. This new status allowed the islands to develop their own administration, legal framework, and economic initiatives, while still relying on the Indian government for certain aspects. 3. Development and challenges. Lakshadweep has witnessed considerable development since independence. Tourism has emerged as a significant economic driver, while improvements in healthcare, education, and infrastructure have brought positive changes to the islanders' lives. However, the islands also face unique challenges. Limited land resources, environmental vulnerabilities like climate change, and dependence on mainland India for essential goods highlight the need for sustainable development strategies. 4. Cultural preservation and social issues. Despite modernization, Lakshadweep remains deeply rooted in its traditional culture. Fishing communities, unique language, and vibrant celebrations continue to thrive. However, social issues like gender inequality and drug abuse require ongoing attention and sensitive solutions. 5. Recent controversies and future opportunities. Recent tensions regarding development plans and their impact on the environment and local communities have brought Lakshadweep's challenges to the forefront. Finding a balance between progress and cultural preservation remains a crucial task. Lakshadweep's future holds both opportunities and challenges. Sustainable tourism, eco-friendly initiatives, and empowering local communities can ensure a thriving future for these island paradises. Remember, Lakshadweep's ancient history is still a puzzle waiting to be pieced together. While legends and archaeological findings offer fascinating clues, definitive conclusions remain elusive. Medieval history is a complex and multifaceted narrative. This era witnessed the cultural transformation through Islam, the rise and fall of independent kingdoms, and the initial encounters with colonial forces. While there are historical records and archaeological evidence, piecing together the complete picture requires further research and interpretation. Modern history is still unfolding, with its unique challenges and opportunities shaping its future. This concise overview provides a starting point for understanding the island's recent past and present context. If you'd like to delve deeper into specific aspects of Lakshadweep's history, like ongoing researches and efforts, particular kingdoms, tourism development, environmental concerns, or cultural preservation initiatives, feel free to ask. I'm happy to help you explore this dynamic and evolving story. Believe me guys, I'm eagerly waiting for your comments for delving deep on the chosen topics. In case you find my content interesting, feel free to share, like, subscribe and comment. Thanks.